Don't be so hard on yourself. Getting started as a freelance writer is the hardest part. Oh, you need some help? Okay. Hey, my name is Megan Grant. I'm the founder of the Cold Emailing Formula, and I work with businesses and professionals to help them land clients using cold emailing. My background is in writing. I've been writing professionally for over 10 years, so I know firsthand how hard it is to get going, especially when you feel like you've got nothing to work with. So let's jump right into 3 tips for how you can go out and land your first or next client. Tip number 1, pick a specialty. I talk about picking a niche a lot on my channel for a very good reason, and it's because if you want to really make it as a professional writer, you have to have one, period. Understandably, a lot of writers are scared that having a niche will limit them, so when they go out to try to land a client, they tell the client as kind of a selling point that they can write about everything. But here's the problem. Your potential clients don't care if you can write about everything, they care if you can write about their industry. When you pick a specialty, you position yourself to become an expert in that industry, in that field. And by doing so, you make yourself a lot more in demand. And at the same time, as an added bonus, you wipe away much of your competition, which we're going to talk about a little more in just a moment, so stick around. But anyway, the reason you become more in demand is because you have a specialized knowledge that not as many people have. Side note, this also means you can charge more. So, how do you pick a niche? There are 2 things you want to look out for. 1, it should be something you enjoy, and 2, it should be something you know a lot about or are willing to learn a lot about. Some examples of specialties that you can work within are fitness, food, fashion, tech, finance, parenting, and education. There are lots to choose from. Tip number 2 is use cold emailing to land clients, not job boards and bidding sites. If you're not familiar yet, a job board is where people and businesses post jobs that they need to hire for, and you can go and apply for them. Bidding sites are a little unique in the sense that when people post jobs that they need to hire for, you quite literally bid on them. So you will reach out to the person who posted the job and you will tell them your name, you might write a short cover letter, give them samples, and any other specific information that they request. But also, in the process of bidding on that project, you tell them what you would charge. There are a number of problems with relying on job boards and bidding sites to grow your freelance writing business. First of all, they are insanely competitive. Too competitive. You really don't stand much of a chance. And that's because you are competing against sometimes hundreds of other writers. That is no exaggeration. And to the person who posted the job, they all look the same. All the writers look the same. So the odds are really stacked against you. The competition is just too overwhelming. To make matters worse, there are unfortunately writers out there who are willing to work for very, very little money. And because job boards and bidding sites are so competitive, you're going to find people on there. Hey, that was Liam knocking into the camera. Because there are so many people competing for these jobs, there are going to be people who are willing to work for literally a few dollars. I'm talking like $10 for a 1,000-word blog. These rates are not acceptable, and one of the reasons that freelance writers have such a hard time making decent money is because of these job boards and bidding sites where professionals are willing to work for next to nothing. So what all of this means is that you have to spend hours upon hours digging and sifting through all of these jobs on job boards and bidding sites, applying for all of them, and crossing your fingers that you land maybe one. And if you do happen to get that job, you can almost guarantee you're not going to be paid well for it. Does that sound like fun? Now, skip the job boards and bidding sites completely. Seriously, do not waste your time. Instead, what you're going to do is combine LinkedIn outreach with cold emailing to source and generate new leads, and then email them more to talk about your services. I've got a bunch of videos on this topic, so I'm going to drop those links in the description below. But essentially what you do is you first build a connection with other professionals on LinkedIn, people who work for brands that you think you would like to work with. You connect with them on LinkedIn, exchange LinkedIn messages, and in the process of messaging, you ask them for their email address, and then you take the conversation to email and continue the discussion there. By doing this, you remove yourself from your competition completely. Also, it's a much easier way to form a real genuine bond with people. Okay? That is how you build a stable freelance writing business. If you've had a bad experience with job boards and bidding sites, leave me a comment and let me know what happened. I know I can't be the only one. Tip number 3 is pitch recurring monthly services, not one-time projects. I see a lot of writers doing the same thing. They take an article that they already wrote and try to sell it to a business, to a website. There are a few problems with this. First of all, you just spent time writing something that's not guaranteed to make you money. Second, you are spending time emailing multiple businesses, multiple companies, trying to get them to purchase it from you, and odds are most of them are going to turn you down. And the third problem is, once you get paid for that one project that you just spent all that time on, you're done. It's on to the next. Once again, this is not how you build a stable, profitable career as a writer. Instead, what you're going to do is when you're in the process of connecting with your leads on LinkedIn and then cold emailing them, you are going to pitch them your services as a monthly recurring responsibility. You're going to come up with a monthly plan that requires you and the client to work together on a consistent, long-term basis. When you pitch one project at a time, one article, you really have no way of controlling your income long-term. You might make $1,000 one month and then $3,000 the next and then $500 the next. What adult, what professional wants to live like that? Consistent, predictable work equals consistent, predictable income. You cannot get that from trying to sell pre-written articles. Okay, so you approach your clients with the mindset of, here's what I can offer every month and how it can help you. Those are the services you're selling, not completed articles. All right, so I've mentioned that the easiest, most efficient, powerful way to land clients is to combine and leverage the power of both LinkedIn and cold emailing. But as you can probably imagine, there's a lot more to it than what I was able to cover in this video. So to help you out a little more, I've created a free guide that will tell you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile so that you can rank higher in the search results. And I've also included one of my proven cold email templates. You can literally copy paste it, fill in your own information, and off you go. That is the first link in the description below, so go and grab that right now. It'll show you exactly what to do step by step, and again, it is free. I know getting started as a freelance writer can really feel like an uphill battle. Use the tips in this video. 1, pick a specialty. 2, use cold emailing and LinkedIn to land clients. And 3, pitch recurring monthly services to make more money, and you will have your next client before you know it. Okay, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Tell YouTube that you like my content, and I'll catch you in the next video.